We playing basketball. We like that basketball. What's poppin', socialites? You know what I'm talking about? It's your boy Billy Cash back again with another episode of Social Climate. Shout out to the subscribers. And on this episode right here, oh man, we talking about a 25-year-old Dallas man posing as a 17-year-old school student who goes back to high school to relive his glory days as a basketball player. I'm not making this shit up. Social Climate, let's get it. This podcast is brought to you by niggas who are generally concerned with most of the dumb shit that's going on right now. By the way, I'm your host, Billy Cash, aka Cole, and welcome to Social Climate. Socialites, let me tell you, you're looking at the face of 25-year-old Sidney Bouvier Gilstrap, Portley of Mesquite, Texas. He has just been arrested for posing as a 17-year-old student at Hillcrest High around the Dallas area. Now, why was he doing this? Why was he posing as a 17-year-old? Because he wanted to play basketball. He wanted to be a basketball star. This is not the first high school that he's done this at. He's done this at 3 other different high schools, posing as a displaced Hurricane Harvey refugee, a homeless person. In Dallas School District, they have to take homeless students in, with or without ID. Luckily, one of his old coaches recognized him playing basketball and called the coach at Hillcrest and said, hey, that used to be one of my students. He's not 17 years old. But the story actually gets deeper than that. He was dating a 14-year-old. I'm almost thinking in the back of my mind, that's the reason why he went back to school in the first place. Fuck the basketball dreams. He went back for the young girls. You know what I'm talking about? Check some video on this and I'm coming back. Social Climate.
Fox 4 News has discovered a third high school where a 25-year-old man posed as a student. Richardson ISD says Sidney Bouvier Gilstrap Portley attended one day of classes at Richardson High School last fall. That was before he used claims of homelessness to enroll at Hillcrest High School, where he became a standout on the boys' varsity basketball team. The principal at Hillcrest High School this afternoon called the scheme deceptive and disappointing.
Well, it was shock first, disbelief. I knew the young man, and so I just couldn't believe that, somebody's mindset would work like that. It's a scary thing for us to think about. And then after the initial shock, it was a feeling of like hurt feelings basically, and my heart hurt, and the staff's heart here hurts.
Gilstrap Portley is now facing a charge of tampering with school records. And Fox 4's Lynn Nguyen is live at Hillcrest with a closer look at the timeline of the fraudulent enrollment. Lynn.
Yeah, Heather, we talked to students here at Hillcrest who are just shocked, especially those who knew Sidney Gilstrap Portley personally from the basketball team. Meanwhile, UIL is monitoring the investigation into this and says that any games in which Gilstrap Portley played in could be forfeited according to their policies.
The teammates, they feel betrayed, they feel like stupid that they didn't realize it.
Lauren Morrill is a basketball team manager and says the players knew Sidney Gilstrap Portley as 17-year-old Rashawn Richardson.
He was like, oh, well, like, I came from Houston, from the hurricane, and, like, now we're living in some apartments with my sister and my nephew.
According to the arrest affidavit, Gilstrap Portley is actually a 2011 graduate of North Mesquite High School. In 2016, he tried out for a semi-pro basketball team, the Texas Wranglers, but didn't make the team and never played for them, according to the team's head coach. DISD says he then enrolled at Skyline High School around August 30th of last year as a Hurricane Harvey evacuee and an unaccompanied homeless student.
Was he trying to get an education, or, I don't know, 25, he old.
Then, sometime in October, Richardson ISD says he enrolled at Richardson High School for just one day before he was gone again. The 25-year-old resurfaced October 27th when he enrolled at Hillcrest and played on the basketball team. He flew under the radar until a former coach at North Mesquite High School recognized him as a former player of theirs.
He looked older, but when you first see someone, you don't question them.
No one would come to the door when we knocked at a home address listed in arrest records. DISD says Gilstrap Portley was allowed to enroll in school under the McKinney-Vento Homeless Assistance Act, which requires districts to immediately enroll homeless students even if they don't have any proper documents or ID. And Gilstrap Portley is charged right now with tampering with a government record for lying on his school enrollment forms. Yesterday, though, we did talk to a woman who says that he was also in a relationship with her 14-year-old daughter. DISD police are investigating those allegations to see if any additional charges need to be filed.
Dallas Independent School District, DISD. Man, you let us down on this. I mean, come on. You can't look at this man's face and tell that he's 25 years old? Sidney, Bouvier, Gilstrap, Portley. I don't even want to say that name no more. It's so damn long. I want to call him Rashawn Richardson on the low. Man, come on. As far as the 14-year-old girl, the mother had an issue with that because she didn't want her daughter dating a 17-year-old boy. Wrong. This man was 25 years old. In reports, the 14-year-old young lady says that nothing sexual ever happened between the two. They just talked on the phone. Right. There's another situation inside of this situation. He was living with his auntie and his nephew. A lot of times they would come to the games and support him. Come to find out, that's not his auntie and it's not his nephew. That's his girlfriend and that's his son. This social climate, man. I report on all the dumbest shit that goes on around, and this is by far one of the dumbest things I've ever seen before. I mean, I don't know if this man thought that he was finna get into the league by doing this. I don't know how he thought he could get away with this shit. But hey, this is America, and people just do whatever the fuck they want to do, man. I'm Billy Cash, bro. Social climate. I'm out. Click like and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button. Yeah.